What's up, everybody? I'm Mo,
It's your boy KABZA here.
and this is the Got It All Covered podcast,
sir.
music. And on today's episode, we are going to be reviewing the latest offering from the Mr. Toxic himself, Mr. Brent Faiyaz.
There's only one Mr. Toxic.
On his new album Wasteland, and yeah, I think let's just get into it. What are your first thoughts when listening to the album?
I didn't rub off well with me, bro. The first time I listened to it, it felt bloated, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't channel myself into the soundscape of the album, but I don't know. It didn't sit well with me first listen. Then I went back a couple of times, discovered a few gems, and yeah, I must say it grew on me after a few listens. But I don't think there is much into this album.
You think?
Not really. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like.
All right, now let's just get into it. Let's just talk about it. Let's go into the artist performance. Let's just basically break it down to the artist performance. And yeah, what would you say? I'll start with you, then I'll give my thoughts afterwards. What would you say? How was the artist performance?
It was a mixed bag, bro. It was bad. It was good. From him, we're talking about him, Brent Faiyaz, as an artist. His performances on these songs, and I must say his most notable performances are on the singles that were released before the album.
Yeah. That was a very interesting thing, actually. Yeah. I would say seeing the track list, because I'm not a big Brent Faiyaz fan, but I do know his music. I'm very familiar with his music, and I was very familiar with some of the music that I saw. Some of the songs, the Wasting Time, I knew that song because it had Drake. I knew Gravity. It had Tyler the Creator, and even Dead Man Walking. That one was released quite a while ago. So I think that was quite an interesting thing, and I'd say those are the songs that stood out in terms of his art, the performance. But then these were the songs that we had already gotten used to.
Yeah, but I must say on Rolling Stone, pardon me, on Dead Man Walking, we did mention that it was released prior, but the hook, the rhyme scheme, it was on point, and it was catchy, and the melody too, it felt good. It's a song that you can recite anytime. It's a song that sticks with you.
Definitely.
And yeah, even though it was released prior, it's still part of the album, and it still adds to the artist's performance. And on that one, it was good. And on other songs like Role Model, the vocal performance was amazing on that one. The vocal performance was amazing. I loved the baritone voice change with him. It seemed like he was having a conversation with his other self, but with the other self with a deeper voice. But his verse didn't really make a lot of sense, bro. The lyrical composition and arrangement was off.
I thought it wasn't that bad. I would say it wasn't that obvious, because there's some times where such things like when the vocal performance, it stands out that
Yeah.
But I'd say for me, I'd say his vocal performance, it was on standard. I'd say I think he always has a solid vocal performance with all of his projects, all of the offerings that he gives. I think this one was no exception. I'd say vocally it sounded very good. It sounded very crisp. I think he really did give a great vocal performance by his standard. I'd say it was really good from my opinion, anyways.
Yeah, even on Loose Change, it was quite good. But for me, I feel like it was okay because we only mentioned 4 songs where the vocal performance was actually good, and the song had 19 songs minus the 3 skits. So basically, we had to work with round about 16 songs. And there was only 4 that we mentioned that his vocal performance is what we expect from Brent Faiyaz. So for me, I feel like it was just okay, bro. It was just okay.
All right.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'd say it was good. I'd say it was good artist performance. I'd say that it was on par with what he's been giving us. I'd say that I would say I wouldn't say that. I would say, like, listening to this, I'm like, whoa, like he really just like he outdid it. Like he was like, whoa, he really did. Like I'd say that this was an offering. It was good. I had a good listen. I'd say it sounded really nice. The way that he sounded was really good. I'd say songs like Wasting Time, even songs like Addictions. I'd say that those songs like that, where you can tell that he didn't it wasn't like he wasn't trying, but then he was just doing what he needed to do. He wasn't overperforming. He wasn't like trying to. He was just doing standard cool. So I'd say it was good for me.
Yeah, let's move over to the content. What was Brent Faiyaz putting out for us on this album?
Can I just say, like the skits, as he touched on the skits. Wow, I'd say usually skits are not a new thing. Skits are something that all music has been accustomed to. We from the days of the college dropout to like skits are always like they're an integral part of music. In terms of the way that they're used. And sometimes you can use a skit and it doesn't work. Sometimes it can take away from the album. Sometimes it's very distracting and it just takes away from what you're trying to give. But I'd say with this album, the skits were amazing. They told a beautiful cinematic story. I feel like I could close my eyes and just visualize what he was trying to give us. And I'd say he did a really great job with the skits. And I'd say in terms of the content, I'd say that was he was really good in terms of what he wanted to give to the audience.
Yeah, true. We know that he was in his niche here with Toxic King of R&B. That was the vibe that this album gave, and the whole track list gave that vibe. And we also look at the second song, Loose Change. He wants to beat up the girls, but he won't do it. And
I like how he's like yeah, he wants to beat up the girls. Like yeah, that's kind of his thing now. Like open up, like yeah, okay.
and
That's not weird at all, but okay, yeah.
I like the line where he said, "These things don't add up," and you don't even know maths, bro.
Bars.
That was just him,
Bars.
just
You just don't
just
know
being
math.
toxic, with the girl. That might have hurt the confidence, bro.
You don't know math. Yeah. You stupid. X equals I squared, bruh. What's up?
Yeah, man.
Bro.
The content, it's good. It was good content.
Yeah, I'd say it was good content. I'd say that I think he got his point across quite well. What he wanted the audience to get. I'd say as you said, it was his niche. It is his subject matter. It is the type of stuff that he talks about. Vele. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm a dickhead or whatever, like that type of stuff. So I'd say the content was it was good in the context of what he was trying to put to us. So I'd say
And yeah, man, let's move on to the features. The features, bro. Alicia Keys. Let's just start there. My most memorable feature of this album, Alicia Keys. We all know Alicia Keys.
I ain't gonna lie. Alicia Keys, man, she kind of got me a little turned on, man. The way that she was just, oh man, she was just. That was a different kind of vibe from Alicia, man. I know she has that very crisp. We know Alicia to have that, but then like, sorry, I'm not Alicia Keys, by the way, but she has this, but here she was very cool. She was very like,
Crazy,
she was very.
The bravado that she put out, the energy that she put out was laid back, cool,
true.
Boss,
Yeah,
she took over the whole song.
She did. She really did. I think really from the moment that she showed up, really, you can just like, okay, damn, is this you? Empire State lady.
Bro.
This is you. So I'd say she did her thing there. She did her thing.
She flexed.
100%.
She cruised over the beat. Her soft tone and her breath control was just matched with the notes and the chord progression.
Damn, this nigga's talking about breath control, man. I'm goddamn.
That's how amazing the performance
kidding. Yeah,
was, bro.
I'm kidding.
That's how amazing the performance was. And we gotta move on to Drizzy's verse on Wasting Time. Even though we've listened to the song a couple of times.
We know the song, man. Yeah. We know this. Okay, you see what it's. Okay. What we'll take it as the song because it's a part of the album.
Yeah,
so we'll just So I'd say solid from Drake. I'd say
solid.
He took over from I think
all of the features took over, bro. All of the features took over. Tyler the Creator, short and sweet, but it's the most memorable part of the song, bro.
Is that a bad thing? Would you say that if all of the features, all of the songs that have features and the features on those songs, they did better than you did, they sounded better than you did, they took over, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's bittersweet, bro. It's bitter. When he looks back at this album, like, damn man, I should have done better on that song.
But
I, sh-
then,
I should have done better on this song. I should have, it's my album. It's my album, and this would have been a better project if Brent Faiyaz actually leveled up a bit.
okay,
I'd say leveled up because, like you mentioned, it was on par with his previous performances on the previous albums. The content was the same as the previous albums, but on this one, he got more recognized features, bro. Like we mentioned, Alicia Keys, Tyler the Creator, and Drake. All of these guys are recognized names in the game. This was supposed to be him, elevating himself, putting himself at the forefront of the R&B game, and now all these features just took over from him, bro. It's his album. That's what I'm saying. It's bittersweet. He will look back at this like, damn, I should have done better. Because like we said before, we even we didn't have any hesitation whatsoever. The features were amazing.
they were incredible. They really. I mean, I was saying the fact that having good features, it elevates your album from, if maybe like your album is right here without the features. If you have really great features, it takes the album to this level, because now, when you remember those songs, obviously you remember the album and you're just like, wow, you know what? That was really, really great. That was really, really awesome. That was like, wow, that was, that was an amazing performance. Like, I'd say, in the context of, it's still your project, it's still your song, but then, it's that, you got bodied on your own song.
Yeah, he got on every feature, bro. There's no performance where we can look at like Brent did better than the feature. Even some
Or
unknowns.
maybe we could say that they were on par with one another. At least.
I even had to like look for the non-featured performer on what's the song Jackie Brown, bro. The person that did the hook.
Yeah.
Because it's the most memorable part of the song, bro. I don't know, bro. He got outshined everywhere. That's why we say the features are amazing, bro.
Features
amazing.
were very, very proper. Like,
Perfect.
very proper, yeah.
Now let's move on to the production.
Production, I'd say I had no problem. It sounded awesome. I'd say, yes, there are a few skips. I won't lie. There are a few skips. But even though there are a few skips, you can say that it sounded, there are songs that sounded really, really good, despite the fact that, not very memorable, or, maybe just not very, enjoyable. But I'd say that it sounded really good for me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm on. Oh, it was okay, bro. It was okay.
Okay.
Because when we look at production, I don't really look at just as the sound sonically only. Was the vocal processing good? Was the arrangement of the beats? Was the arrangement of the beats and his vocals correct? And on some songs, he was just out of place, bro. He was in a limbo. It felt some of the production on some of the songs was amazing, don't get me wrong, but on some of the other songs it got me out of place, bro. The ending of the album, if it wasn't for the skit at the end, Wake Up Call.
Yeah, I think the skit towards the end was really, that one. Yeah.
That was the last number, the finish. I would have just slept through the whole album, bro, because Bad Luck and Angel are the bad songs on the album, bro, for me.
Yeah, I think those are I'd say those are skippable skips. The skippable.
Yeah.
They have a bit of a skippability. That's not a word. That's not a word. But I'd say it has a bit of a skippability to it. I'd say depending on what your vibe is. I'd say for me. I'd say for myself as well. I'd say it was yeah.
It was okay.
It was fine. I'd say songs like FYTB. I'd say that one.
Nah,
It was.
you see, like
I'd say
what I've noticed in this conversation as we're going through it, we're looking at a few songs, bro. That's my problem with this album. The fact that we're looking at the production of a few songs, because the production on the other songs isn't that memorable. It isn't that memorable.
True.
That's why I think we've reached to a conclusion that it was just okay. It was just okay, Not saying it was bad production.
No, we're not saying it's bad. We say it does sound good, but I'll just say, maybe there are a few songs that just kind of just throw you off a little bit, especially the ones that if the skips especially, they kind of make you just say, you know what, on second, actually, you know what, on to the next. So
And yeah, let's head to the most important part of our album reviews. Will this album age well? Does it have any replay value?
Well, um, just keep in mind when we conceptualized this category for this album review of ours, it's in the context of hindsight. So this album dropped a week ago. So obviously we can't just say that it's gonna age well, or we can't. This is what we think, depending on what we've heard, because we've listened to these albums over more than twice. So we've gotten a good feel of it. We've gotten a good feel of how it sounds, and yeah. So in terms of this one, I'd say replay value. I'd say his previous projects, Son to Son. I'd say probably his best project to date. I'd say it sounds better. I'd say in terms of in the context of his other projects, it's probably at the bottom right now. But I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'd say, does it have any replay value? I'd say a few songs. I'd say there are a few songs. I'd say the album as a whole, probably not really. I'd say there are a few songs. There are definitely a few songs that you can go back to and listen to and say, "Damn, this is really." And the fact that most of the songs that I'm talking about were songs that were released 2 years ago. Dead Man Walking. I know this song from 2020, and I'm still listening to it now. I know that song, and I've been listening to it since 2020. I know it, and I'm still listening to it now, and it's a part of the project. So technically, yeah. So I'd say, and the other songs that were released in 2022, when you're supposed to drop the album in 2022, I'd say I will listen to those songs again. Like songs like what is it? The Price of Fame, right? Which song is that?
For me, Price of Fame didn't do it for me, bro. It didn't do it for me, bro. It did not do it for me, bro. It did not do it for me, bro. I'd say the replay value for me, like you mentioned, we will go back to listen to a few songs. A few songs.
I'd say
by him. Loose Change, Role Model. I'll go back for those songs. But on the other hand, I'll go back to Ghetto Gatsby because I want to listen to Alicia Keys' verse. I'll go back to Hugh. What's the song with Tyler the
Gravity.
Yeah, I'll go back to Gravity, even though it was released in 2021. I'll still go back at it. I want to hear Tyler the Creator on a Brent Faiyaz production. I will go back to Waste My Time. Okay, Waste My Time is perfect. Both performances was amazing. That's a song that I still played, and him releasing it on the album again just kind of regurgitating, the song.
You could say that was a tactic, maybe. Or we don't know why he decided to release these songs again. Maybe it was a thing with the record label, because you never know what happens. Probably because there are moments there are instances where the record label says, "No, you release those songs as singles, but we want you to put them on the album." Maybe because they want to flesh it out a bit. I don't know. There must be a reason why he decided to regurgitate these songs again.
True.
It's a weird words, regurgitate. But yeah, to vomit them out again. but yeah, I'd say
it was okay.
It was okay. I'd say
okay. The replay value is just okay. Yeah.
It's fine. So
what are your thoughts, bro? Final thoughts on
Final thoughts, I'd say not I would say it's not I wouldn't say it's his best piece of work, not by a mile, but they are good songs. It's a good listen. It is a good listen. If you are a Brent Faiyaz fan, if this is the type of subject, if this type of R&B is the type of, it will be something you will enjoy. If maybe you aren't and you're just trying to listen to some good music, I'd say there is good music, but I'd say there are a few songs that I'd say all in all I'd say it was okay.
Same here, bro. The feeling is mutual, because bro, I don't know how many times I'm gonna repeat this. The feature was they bought it him, bro. They bought it him. It would have been a much better album if this guy actually came out of Son to Son zone, came out of Clouded zone, and went into Wasteland, a new Brent Faiyaz, bro. Elevated that toxicity, bro. He elevated it. It would have been much better. At this moment, it's still an average Brent Faiyaz album. So yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It had nice songs. It had great production. His artist performance was iffy. The features were amazing. It was okay. It was okay. That's all I'm gonna say. 6 out of 10 for me. It was okay, bro.
Same. I'm also gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I'd say it was okay, but again, hindsight.
Yeah.
Probably 3 years from now, we might be speaking a very completely different conversation. We don't know, but as of right now, yeah, that's what we're gonna give it. So
And yeah, those
Yeah.
are our thoughts on Brent Faiyaz's latest studio LP, Wasteland. And yeah, let us know if we're trash. Let us know
if we were way off the mark, yeah, I think we want those yeah, I want those comments. Tell us, if if we missed the mark completely. Let us know what you thought of the album. What are your thoughts? What are your favorite songs? Just let us know everything. All the things, everything.
Plus, he has great following, so I'm sure like they're gonna attack us.
Yeah.
Because he has a fan base.
Bring it on, bring it on. Yeah, but no, yeah, we want the smoke.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah.
the smoke.
And yeah,
please.
let us know if you agree with us on any of the topics. What did you think about this artist performance, the content, the features, the production, and does it have any replay value? Let us know your thoughts. Leave a comment, like, hit the subscribe button, and check us out on other platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor. From the Got It All Covered family, we also have a sports channel where we talk about sports, the Premier League, La Liga, all the big leagues in Europe, even other sports like basketball, tennis, American football, motorsport, and yeah, the whole bunch. From the GISC fam, we got it
all covered.
Yes, sir.